What's going on, guys? Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. Today is the 17th. Hope you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon if you make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Today is a green day. Feels good to be green, nonetheless. It's been a tough, 5, 6, 7 days or so. And but today was just the main focus of sizing down, keeping it green, and that's exactly what we did. Today we sized down and made sure we not save it right there. There we go. Made sure we traded smart and kept it green. So hopefully you guys out there, have been trading smart. Today was somewhat of an opportunistic day with GameStop and a couple others like SNMP and AirPO or what have you. But still nothing too crazy out there. Things are still flying around. Things are still kind of slower and, it's just kind of sporadic. I'm live going over today's trading day. Let's go turn this back on. Wow. Berkshire Hathaway cut its Wells Fargo stake at 99%. WFC, I think it is. Interesting move there on Wells. Wells is huge though. Not as big as JP Morgan, I don't think, but anyways, guys. So yeah, good to be on, good to be in. Today was a $35,000 day, if I can spell right. But yeah, today definitely was a more opportunistic day than in the past a little bit. But GameStop and AMC kind of helped with that a little bit. But overall, guys, still slower market. Still there. There's still opportunities. It's just like it's not, anything insane. I am live going over to the trading day. Green day up 35K. Oops. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys have been trading well. Hopefully you guys, have been liking and subscribing to the channel. We always appreciate that here at NormanGoTrading.com. Hopefully you guys have been keeping it green. And most importantly, hopefully you guys have been studying. It's always really, really important to study. You can never study too much, guys, because at the end of the day, there's always things to learn in the market. There's always, opportunities to learn from. There's always going to be a trading day where you think this could have happened, but it didn't. And, that's always the fun part about the markets, guys, is, at the end of the day, that is what it is. Let's see here. You just kind of have to trade with what's in front of you. You have to trade with what's in front of you. And right now, there's opportunities. I'm not saying there isn't, but it's obviously not like it's been in the past for the past 6 months. I wish it was, but we can't have what we wish. We just have to play what's in front of us, guys. And when it's like this, things will, it comes down to your discipline. It comes down to, making sure you trade right, making sure you don't size up when it's not the time to size up. Obviously, over the past month or so, I've been trying to size up, and it's not the time to size up, so it's cost me a lot. But, as always, I'm always learning. I'm always continuously trying to progress as a trader, and, all right, do that. So, that's the way it goes, guys. Make sure I got that posted. You guys go on Twitter, make sure that's posted as well. All right. Now we'll go on TikTok quick and make a quick video here. Alright, guys, I'm up $35,000 on the day in a $756,000 account. Here's all my trades, positive if you need to. Here I am on Instagram. You can follow my Instagram if you want. Here I am on YouTube, 49 live so far. Check that out. You can follow that for more. And follow me for more. Alright, guys, I'm up $35,000 on the day in a $756,000 account. Here's all my trades, positive if you need to. Here I am on Instagram. You can follow my Instagram if you want. Here I am on YouTube. 49 live so far. Check that out. You can follow that for more. Set duration. Go like that. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Oh, just give me 1 second. I'm just setting up the last piece of the pie here. All right. Post that.
Since the fries, very disappointing. They're ranch, bussin'. I would probably give Wingstop.
Alright. Ads posted.
30.
We're gonna go live. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So as you can see here, you know, today's kind of a slower day, but good to be green nonetheless. You know, it feels good to be green. Feels good to come on here and finally not be red. And, you know, if I would have traded BTX, guys, funny enough, I would have been red again. So that name's probably on my do not touch list. BTX, another red day today. I mean, I don't know what to say about this thing. It's literally like straight up, straight back down. Never seen anything like this when it comes to this type of setup when you get a parabolic with that much volume and that much liquidity and that much percentage gains over that period of time. Never seen that in my career. And so it's basically on a do not touch. You know, BTX crushed me for a ton of money. I'll you know, if I keep to my plan, my process, my strategy, you know, things will be just fine. You know, I'm not really worried about it. That was one of the hardest, you know, learning lessons of my career. But you know what? You always move on as a trader. Every day is a new day. And every day getting better is important. Every day, you know, making every day better than yesterday is very important in trading, very important in life, and very important just in general. And so, you know, with that being said, you know, guys, it's important to realize that, you know, nothing is a guarantee no matter what. Nothing in this market, nothing in stocks is a guarantee no matter what. Okay, I'm down a good amount in BTX, but, you know, the market's been nice to us all over the past 6 to 8 months, giving us a lot of volatility, a lot of liquidity, a lot of opportunities. So we can't just take that for granted, guys. You know, you have to just take it with a grain of salt. Move on, learn from it. I learned a ton from it. And next time, I will nail it better and better and better, you know. But anyways, guys. So, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. And let's go over today's trading day. Basically, a small day, guys. I was interested in two stocks and two stocks only. And that was SNMP. The reason I like this one is because it's been a while since we had a runner. Kind of thinking, you know, we might get a runner in SNMP. Also holding a dollar. A dollar, to me, is the strongest resistance and support in small cap stocks. We held perfectly. And then I thought we're going to, you know, I started to take some dips in here. Average was 119.6, so I had a pretty good average. I started averaging down a little bit in here as well. And then I really thought we might get a rip and ramp, but we never did. And I lost $28,000 on the name, unfortunately. But I like the setup. Number one, it's been a while since we had a hot market. It's been a while since we had a big runner. I thought maybe we'd get a small cap to finally run these days. Number two, we held a dollar. So holding a dollar is the strongest support in small cap stocks, what I've recognized over the years. And then we moved up from that point about 50% with a good amount of volume, right? And then right in here we started holding VWAP. And this would have been the perfect zone to, you know, in my mind, you know, you get a bounce here. I would have taken decent size here, right? And then we ripped up to 146. Then we consolidated off VWAP and then ripped. And I was thinking we'd rip through highs, no problem. But we kind of broke down. And then we started to re-perk over VWAP, got slammed hard over VWAP, and then just kind of trickled down towards the end of the day, and I ended up losing on it. So the bright side is, though, GameStop, you know, it was those two stocks were my favorite. I woke up a little late today, just realizing it was kind of slower and didn't really see a whole lot of opportunity, as well as in my trading, I tend to do the worst in my entire day, the first 30 minutes to an hour. I'm working on that, but at the same time, when things are slow like they are, you know, I'm not going to work on it when things are slow. I'm going to work on it when things are warming up and things are hot. That way, you know, I use my first 30 minutes to an hour kind of being productive rather than just screwing around and potentially losing more money, because at the end of the day, generally I lose the first 30 minutes. But I'm going to get better at that, and I'm going to work on it when things heat up. But right now, it's too slow for that. So, and then you know, I mean, I was up on and off. I just kind of, you know, was just trying to think of game plan and did a lot of kind of I didn't do a lot, but a decent amount of studying over the weekend, off and on. And I was waiting for a dip once I saw this move up in here. I was waiting for a dip once I saw this kind of move, this recovery from 163 all the way to 170. Got it perfectly down right here. Ended up getting a I averaged up pretty well. 171.65. My initial average was 168, like 8. 168.9. Perked up and then just started taking some of these dips throughout and looking for a strong close. That's exactly what we got. We took it off at 182.19.8. So basically right at the highs. I mean, we basically top ticked that thing. I was watching it after hours, but it looks like it's not going to really do much after hours. But made 61,000 on the name, and then a little expo trade after hours. I really liked that they had hit that earnings mark. Estimated 2.37 million, and they actually hit 8.5 million. That's pretty incredible stuff, guys. You can't let that go without being noticed. I definitely noticed that right away when I saw the sales. I was like, okay, and I started taking out the ask a little bit, just seeing if we'd perk up, and we perked up to 147. I ended up selling it perfectly, 144.42. Tiny size. It is after hours, so liquidity is always a problem. So I was just like, if this thing goes, I don't want to miss out on it. I've seen earnings runners win lately. And that's it. Other than that, we can talk about VTNR. VTNR, an earnings winner, a previous former runner here. If you go back and look, it went from 3 to 11. Oil usually heats up in the summertime, and so that's kind of what I'm relying on right here. I also like that we perked up huge from 64 cents all up to 310. Then we've been consolidating over the past, I would say, 2 months or so, 2-3 months, kind of higher lows, lower highs. Then we had an earnings winner, and now this thing's moving up. So looks like a decent swing idea. I basically, swing idea was activated for me in 178. Sure, I wish I would have gotten, right in here at 158. That was kind of the name of the game, but you miss out on things that go by, and that's just trading. And then what other kind of swing opportunities? Not much out there, guys. AMC is kind of working its way up today. Snow. I nailed Snow down here, guys. I bought Snow. So I bought Snow here, and I bought some Snow. Where did I buy some Snow? So I bought some Snow right down in here, and then let it kind of consolidate, and then I bought some more down in here. And this one's obviously paying out nicely. Long term, I think Snow is going to be big. I also picked up some FSLR, which is nice. I picked up some of that at like 69, 68. We had some solid dip buy opportunities. Airbnb, another one I started to kind of trickle into. Snow's one of my bigger positions, though. This is all long term. This 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years down the road. And, I picked up some coin today in long term as well. Coin I picked up down here at 242 average. Coinbase, I longed that for long term as well. And other than that, guys, I'm just kind of positioning my long term a little bit. I got plenty of buying power in my long term, as well as, I'm just trying to kind of trickle in for long term stuff, guys. I added Delta and the Royal Caribbean cruise liners all at the perfect time. Right down there, like 43.50 on Delta, I believe, and then RCL I added at 77. So like right down in there on that wick right there, I added. So solid adds on the long term there. I think Airbnb is still a little bit overvalued, but I'm not gonna go into my long term thoughts, guys. That's a whole nother scenario, but. Long term, definitely been working on building my portfolio for the future, and just continuously trying to put my money to work, whether it be short term like I have this account, mid term like my inherited IRA, or long term like I have my Vanguard. So I have different phases of the way that I trade. I have short term, which is this account. I have middle term, which is my inherited, and then I have long term, which is Vanguard. And I'm constantly trying to look at stocks from different angles, different perspectives, not always getting stuck in one time frame. And also, with my long term, it's more of I believe in the company and I believe in the CEO. It's not about, necessarily like trying to nail the bottoms or anything. It's just if I believe in the company and believe in what their path is going forward, I don't necessarily have to nail them, and I'm willing to be down 50 to 60% in my long term, maybe even 70%. You know, I have that in my head. But it's just fun. Long term is just fun because you're sitting there, and it's nice to have, you know, shares pay out over your lifetime as passive income with dividends. And you know, the best dividend stock that I own is ABBV, and I'm killing it on this one. I think I'm in at 100 or 99, and this one pays out a huge dividend. So, you know, long term is a whole nother ball of wax, and I'm continuously learning about real estate, long term investing, and swing trading investing, and I always learn about short term investing as well. I'm always studying as many people, as many things that I can get my hands on that make sense to me, yeah, so. Yeah, I mean, Airbnb could hit, you know, I mean, if it hits 50, 60, I don't know, that's a big ask, but it could definitely, in my mind, worst case scenario, hit like 80s, 90s maybe. But long term, Airbnb, I think, is a killer of a company. Their concepts, they're the leader. Yeah, they're a great company long term. Short term, sure, you're going to go through some volatility. You're going to have to go through some ups and downs, but that's not what long term is, guys. Long term is believing in the company and not worrying about the rest. Anyways, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat in the link description below. My course that teaches you my process in the link description below. Brokerage that I use in the link description below. Brokerage value of 2 free stocks in the link description below. Scanner that I use in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It helps the NormackNoTrading.com community out a ton. I'm sorry. Did I mess up on Airbnb? No, Airbnb's at... Wait a minute. I might have misspoke. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm right. Alright, guys. Anyways, I appreciate every single one of you guys for liking and subscribing to the channel. Click the icon to alert if I make new videos. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys continue to study into the night. Obviously, there's always a fine balance between, you know, enjoying your life and studying, but just continue to work hard today, guys. Continue to make every day better than yesterday. Appreciate all the support here at NormackNoTrading.com. And I will see you guys. Oh, and I played golf, if you can't tell. I actually played pretty good. I shot like an 83, 84, something like that. So, you know, nothing crazy. But tough course, and I played second in the back tees. So, you know, I'm just looking at getting better and better. And it's fun just to get out and whack them around. So, appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Click the icon, like, make the video.